Hi, and welcome to our next post as we look at the 7 sentences of Jesus from the cross and reflect on what they mean for us today, at this time when the very fabric of our society seems to be under threat. The third words of Jesus are addressed to his mother Mary and his closest friend John, and are from the Gospel of John, chapter 19, verses 26 and 27. Jesus said to his mother, "Dear woman, here is your son." And to the disciple John, "Here is your mother." Their world was being ripped apart. All their hopes were being dashed as Jesus was being executed on the cross. But again, Jesus sees their pain and unselfishly gives them the love and hope they need, rather than asking for their pity on himself. He does this by using a custom that was available to him to spare his mother and his best friend from seeing the anguish of his death. That which we might call the final wish of a condemned man. In Jesus' charge to them, he puts his mother under the protection and care of John, and John under hers. And we are told John immediately takes her to his home in Jerusalem to care for her as if she was his natural mum. Again, Jesus doesn't think of his own needs, but the needs of those he loves. In these first 3 sentences, he demonstrates no thought for his own situation. In spite of the shame and pain of crucifixion, he prayed for the forgiveness of his enemies, he promised life to a condemned thief, and he now gives a family to his grieving mum. What kind of love is this? The Apostle Paul was to write some 30 years later to a new church in Ephesus. Live a life of love, just as Christ loved us and gave himself up for us. Even when the fabric of our society is collapsing around us, these words remind us that we are loved by Jesus and can be part of his family forever. There is a link to a song called "What Kind of Man Is This?" in this post. Listen to it, and as you ponder on the nature of the love of Jesus, keep safe and God bless.